Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Larry. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. Today's video is about this look, so if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe down below. Click on notification bell as well to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Without wasting much of your time, let's get the video
One,
going.
2, 3, funky.
Okay guys, to start off, I'll be using my loose powder from Pineapple Cosmetics to set my brows. This actually helped my brows to stay matte throughout the day, and I'm using my spoolie brush to brush my brow into place. My pencil is from Cosmetic Art in the shade black. I'm using the black pencil to outline my brow as I'm doing. And I'll be using the black to fill it in. I'll be mixing the black and brown, so I'm using the brown pencil to fill it in, just like I'm doing. So I'll mix the black with the brown to kind of give me a dark brown shade. To clean my brows, I'll be using the Flormar Cosmetic Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Deep. I hope it's deep or dark. Yes, to clean my brow. I will leave all the products I'll be using down the description box. Yes. So please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe down below. Click on the notification bell as well to get notified whenever I upload a new video. And if you have not seen my previous video, I will leave cards in between the video. You can actually click on the card after you finish watching this video to see my other video, my previous videos. And I'm using that same concealer to clean the upper part of my brow. Yes. And I'm using that same concealer as my eyeshadow base. Yes. So now I'm just blending the excess concealer into my skin. Yes. So for my eyeshadow, the palette I use today is from Beauty Glaze Gorgeous Me palette, and these are the shade I'm using. I'm using only 3 shades. My third shade is the red shade I showed you. Yeah, so I'm packing that. I'm using that as my transitional shade, just like so. And remember to blend. My second shade is the purple shade, and I'm concentrating that in my crease. Yes, I'm sweeping it back and forth. If you are using a wet base, make sure you blend. Yeah, make sure you blend so that there won't be any patches. Your eyeshadow will look beautifully blended. Yeah, so I'm just using the excess product to extend that color right into my the inner corners of my eye. So going back with the first brush to further blend the demarcation between the purple and the red shade, if that makes sense. So now I'm just using a little bit of concealer. Yes, I'm not cutting my crease, so I'm just using I'm doing a blended cut crease, so I'm just using the concealer to wet the base so that my shade will pop, if that makes sense. So my lead shade is the last shade I showed in the palette. Yes. So please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe down below. So now I'm just going back into the purple color to kind of blend to prevent any demarcation between the 3 shades, if that makes sense. So my eyeliner is from Maybelline Master Ink Liner. Yeah, as I said, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe down below and check my previous video. I'll leave it down the description box, as well as I'll be leaving cards in between. And if you have not seen the video, my lash tutorial, how I apply my lash, I'll leave a video down the description box as well. Yes, and always remember to tuck in your lashes. So I'm using the Pond's primer to prime my face, and my foundation is Maybelline Fit Me in the shade Mocha. Please, I have a little bit of noise in my background, so you guys should please forgive me. Yeah, always remember to blend your foundation down to your neck area. Yes, so that your neck will not be looking, your neck and your face will have the same color, if that makes sense. Yes. So to conceal, I used to conceal to highlight, I used to concealer, the perfect coverage concealer from Flormar Cosmetics. Yes, so I use this to build the coverage, if that makes sense. So I've used two concealers. The first one is the perfect coverage concealer in the shade dark. So I went ahead and blended that concealer. Since it's just like my skin tone, I went back with a different concealer, a different shade. Yes, a different shade of a concealer, and it's also from Flormar Cosmetics. Yes, they are contour palettes. So I use the lighter shade in the corners of my eye. I didn't bring it out, I maintain it right where I place it, if that makes sense. And the bridge of my nose, as well as my forehead, my chin. Yes, just like so. And I make sure the product did not go, I don't know, I make sure the product is left where I put it. I blend it right where I want it to be. Instead of extending it out, I maintain it where I want it to be, if that makes sense. Yes, just like so. So to contour, I'll be using the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation in the shade Ebony to contour my forehead, my chin. Is my chin? I'm even confused. Yeah, I'm just using that to contour. And I'm using this brush to blend it out. Since it's a matte foundation, I prefer to blend it in batches. So I'll later on go ahead and contour my nose. So I went back with my beauty blender to blend the demarcation between my highlighted area and the places where I contoured. Yes, just like I'm doing. So now I'm just contouring my nose. I'm contouring my nose. I didn't want to do a voiceover. I don't know. I'm not feeling. No, the noise in my background is too much, but I have no other choice than to just do it like that. So I'm blending my nose contouring as well. So one thing I love doing is after blending with brush, I go back with my beauty blender to further blend. To set the places where I highlighted as well as the rest of my face, I use the Flormar Cosmetics loose powder in the shade Bronze Sand to set the places where I highlighted. And I use that same powder to set my entire face. And also use that same powder to bake. Yes. So to set the places where I contoured, I'll be using my grandma palette from Nikak Dua blush. Nikak Dua contour to set the places where I contoured. Yes. And I'll be using that same powder to set my nose contouring. Yes. So now I'm just dusting off the excess powder. The powder I used to bake. I'm dusting all that off. Yes. Just like I'm doing. And if you have any powder or demarcation, you can go back with your foundation brush to further blend. For my blush, I'm using the Nikak Dua blush. Yes. And don't mind me, I was playing music while filming the video. My eyeliner is from Iconic Kajal Liner. Yes. So I'm using the purple shade. The purple shade I used earlier on to smoke out my lower lash area. My lower lash. The lip pencil I'm using is from Flormar Cosmetics. I take in the shade Hot Chocolate. Yes, it's in the shade Hot Chocolate. And I'll be topping it with Flormar Cosmetics lip gloss. Yes, Flormar Cosmetics lip gloss. So I'm using the same concealer I used earlier on to kind of clean any excess lipstick or any excess product, and I'm be going in with my beauty blender to further blend that out. My highlighter is from Catrice Ultimate Chrome. Catrice the Ultimate Chrome highlighter palette. I hope I got the name correct. I'm all over the place, guys. Do forgive me. And I'll be using that same highlighter on the bridge of my nose as well as to highlight my brow bone. Yes. Now to set everything together, I'll be using the Catrice Prep and Fine setting spray to set my entire face, and I'm going in with my beauty blender to blend everything, to dab the product into my skin, if that makes sense. Please, if you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe down below. Click on notification bell as well to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Going back with my liner to kind of wing my inner eye. Yeah, for my mascara is from Essence Lash Princess. Yes, I'm using the mascara to curl my falsies with my natural lashes as well as to give volume to my bottom lash. This is my final look, guys. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe down below. Until meet again, stay blessed, stay safe. Bye.